I'll get knocked down, and I get up again. You know you're never going to keep me down. I'll get knocked down. You're about to get up again. You know you're never going to keep me down. I'll get knocked down. It's a great song. Hi. Gonna be doing things a little differently today. I've got the worst numbers I've had since I started doing this. I'm right back to where I started. I started out with maybe a dozen fucking views per video up until this point. And in the very beginning, it was like every video I put out there was a dozen videos, a dozen views. I tried graphics instead of my face. I tried all these things. Gradually got better. I started moving up. Views got better. And then all of a sudden, it skyrocketed. You guys really started like hitting my numbers and all the rest of it. And I'm not blaming you necessarily, because I'm sure the algorithm has a lot to do with this. I'm dealing more with AI than I'm dealing with human beings, but the numbers went crazy. My best video had 4,000 views, 4,400 views. At one point, I had 9,000 views per day. Now, I know things have changed so that now, according to the AI anyway, according to the Ask Studio part of this, claims that my retention is better, like people are coming back or whatever. But the thing is, as I approach 1,000 subscribers, 1,000 subscribers, as I approach 1,000 subscribers, everything has hit a goddamn wall. My subscriber rate has gone right through the floor. I'm getting like 2 or 3 a day now, which I guess is okay, because at one point that's all I was getting. But my views are in the goddamn floor. And all I have is this, like, the typical pat on the back thing where it's like, it's okay, don't worry about it, just keep going. Even though all the fucking numbers look like everything's going through the floor. Everything's going to shit. Comments have slowed down, views have slowed down. I mean, just, and the whole worst part of it was, the whole reason why I even did this in the first place, it had nothing to do with me trying to entertain you with a bunch of tarot readings. I was trying to get customers. I was trying to, like, set it up, so I was trying to say, hey, you know what? I'm a great tarot reader. I can do this shit, and I don't need a turban and a crystal ball, and I don't have a fucking like wizard staff, and I don't sit here and go, oh, she won't ever hear you, and then somehow I'm pulling mystical energies out of the air and fucking doing it. I thought, hey, what if you had a guy who actually just came to you and said, hey, you know what? It's kind of weird, but I got this gift. It's kind of cool. Let me see if I can help you out and fix your life. I guess that didn't translate very well. I guess you'd rather have me with a fucking turban than a wizard staff and a crystal ball and everything, and then you'd be like more, well, of course, he's a psychic. I mean, look at him. I'm frustrated. I know everybody keeps saying the same thing. I shouldn't be. But it's hard not to when you're dealing with a world that's trading itself over for AI. Like, and it's nothing against AI. I actually think there's nothing we can do about AI at this point. AI is going to come here whether we like it or not. It's just a done deal. If you don't believe that, if you're still one of the people out there that believes we can stop AI, you are completely fooling yourself. Like, the only thing that's going to stop AI at this point would be an alien visit from something a lot more powerful than us that could come down and be like, and just kill it somehow. Because the nightmares that we've been writing for years when it comes to AI and the rest of it are right around the corner. You have to be a fool not to see it. We're creating. Everybody just thinks of it as a tool, and it's like it's like bacteria or mitochondria or the things that started. If you go back to the beginning of human life, it's the things that started in the beginning that didn't have what we have. So you have like the little tiny bits that are just floating around in puddles and pools and shit, and then they get bigger with time as evolution goes on. But what we don't understand is, like, with this, instead of it being the universe crashing atoms together and creating life, which has this thing where it just slowly evolves over time with nothing guiding it. There's nothing pushing it forward. There's nothing saying, you know, giving it its own sentience or whatever. It's just basically letting it get its own way. So it's figuring things out. It's growing at its own pace. And Mother Nature, if you want to get down to it, is literally just sitting back and just watching and just making sure that it's regulated, you know. But we, because of our nature, have taken this tool, because everyone wants to believe it's still a fucking tool, which can think for itself, so I don't know how the fuck that's a tool, and just let it run away with everything that we're doing and just hope we're going to be okay somehow. Just blindly hoping we're going to be okay somehow. When everything that we do is based less on the improvement of mankind and more on money and profit. Somebody said today that the rich people, and even in Ex Machina, if you've ever seen that movie, in Ex Machina, even fucking Nathan says it. He's like, if I didn't do it, then someone else would. I don't know how many people out there have actually seen the original Lorax. But in the original Lorax, that's what the Onceler said. I don't know if you guys know about the Lorax. The Lorax was the original, not the fucking goofy-ass DreamWorks picture. I'm talking about the original Lorax. The one that was written by Dr. Seuss, and they animated it through Chuck Jones's department years ago. If you can't find it, go find it on the internet. I'm sure you can find it somewhere. Because the idea was that there was this guy called the Onceler who figured out if I could just chop down these trees and use their leaves for making product, I can sell X amount of dollars and whatever. But he didn't care about the fact he was destroying the land, running off all the creatures, and just not giving the trees enough time to grow back so he could continue his process. He was just more interested in just making as much money as fast as he could. And at one point, he actually sits down and talks to himself, because the Lorax is a spirit, like a forest spirit, kind of an ineffectual one, considering the story, but I guess, I'm not sure if that was the point or not, but it doesn't matter. It just has to do with it. He was trying to tell him, it's like, you're sending off all the creatures. Like, everything around here is dying and leaving because nothing can handle the shit. The fish can't stay here anymore because you're poisoning the water. The bears can't stay here anymore because they used to eat the fruits off the trees. Like, just the birds can't stay here anymore because the smog putting in the air is making it so they can't breathe. Everything you're doing is killing everything around you. And you don't care. So the Onceler sat there and he's talking to himself. So they show the Onceler like a ghost version of the Onceler. And he's sitting next to him and he sits there and goes, geez, maybe I shouldn't be doing this shit, whatever. And at one point, the ghost Onceler talks to the real one and says, but if I wasn't doing it, then someone else would. And then they shake hands. That's a very good point, Mr. Onceler. And it's a shitty fucking point. It's a shitty fucking point. It's a stupid fucking point. Well, if somebody else didn't mass murder the fucking people, then if I don't mass murder the fucking people, then somebody else will. So I have to do it. I mean, I just have to. I mean, it's better I do it and have some sort of control about this and treat these people with respect while I'm ushering them into their graves than if I just fucking let some maniac do it who's just going to treat them like objects instead of people. I'm destroying the world, but at least I'm doing it nicer than them. So because I'm doing it in a nicer way, I'm a better choice. Ignoring the fact that you're still destroying the world. A reading to split up my rants, because I know already like 90% of you have already fucking checked out. So let's just have some fun with the reading in the middle of this for absolutely no reason to see if this actually has some impact on somebody out there. Assuming the algorithm even gives a shit as to what I'm saying at this point. Nine of Cups, support a change of heart. Whoever is out there getting this message reaches you is that you're dealing with a change of heart. You're looking at something in a different way than you looked at it before. This breaks a stalemate that you've had up until this point, because up to this point you've been thinking about things a certain way and been stuck, and you've been saying to yourself, God damn, I wish there was some way I could just fix this sort of thing or whatever. And now you can. Probably as a result of this reading. Your faith has been restored because you can't believe that somebody out there actually understands what the fuck it is you're talking about. There's one tuft of hair in the back of my head. It's just not coming. It's just decided now for some reason this is going to... doing a left turn here for some reason. I don't know why. Like, can you just knock that shit off, please? With the left turn crap? Huh? Come on. No? You just gonna make it worse? Should I do the hair lick thing where I just lick it down? Or I just run through my hair 100 times and then maybe it'll go away? Ugh, whatever. Six of Cups for nostalgia. Because now you're going to look back to where you were before. Because it's easy to get carried away in life with what you're doing instead of moving forward with it. And the Queen of Pentacles at the end. If you are the Queen, if you are feminine energy, you become wiser and smarter and better. If you are masculine energy, you meet somebody that is smarter and wiser and better, that agrees with me, that shares this with you, maybe. There's your reading. Does it mean anything? That's the problem. Right now, even as I'm talking to you, am I talking to you, the person, one of the people that's actually watching my channel and enjoying what I put out and cares about what the fuck I have to say? Or am I talking to the algorithm who's trying to figure out what audience to give this to and can't figure it out? Because the other thing about me that I'm irritated about is the constant thing that they've been telling me lately is the algorithm is just trying to figure things out. 932 fucking subscribers, 35 now, excuse my French. 935 fucking subscribers. 320,000 fucking views. I've been doing this now where I almost have 2,000 goddamn videos on here, and the algorithm is still trying to figure shit out. Okay. I'm glad the algorithm's trying to figure things out. I wish a person was trying to figure things out. That's one of the problems, don't you understand? It's like if a person was watching this, let's say there's actually an administrator out there, a room full of administrators, and actually saw what I was making and the content I was making, they would know where to steer my content to people that would need it. But the computer doesn't know what to do because it's confused. It's like, okay, so I have to do this in some way, but I have to send this out. I mean, let's just think about the fucking logic of the algorithm to begin with, which I've already read a couple times on Google, so if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But here's the thing. If it's true, I'm the algorithm. I'm going to send you out to what I think is going to be a good place for you to watch these videos. When it fails, and I can't get new people to watch it, when it fails and it doesn't work, I do not keep trying. Which is where I'm fucking lost. I'm not going to keep trying to find a place to put this out. I'm just going to shrug my shoulders, give up, and move on to the next person. Why? Because obviously your first guess is incorrect because I don't have any damn views anymore. So it's like, where is this perfect place you're supposed to be finding and supposed to do it? And if you get it wrong, being just a computer, for Christ's sake, shouldn't you try it again? Shouldn't you just keep trying? Like, okay, so this neighborhood didn't work. Let's try this one. Oh, wait, this group didn't work. Let's try this one. This person didn't pick up on it. Let's try this one. Why would that not be the case? What are you, like, you're too busy? The computer gets overloaded? The computer, no. See, the problem is, as usual, it's programming. The algorithm is programmed only to do the bare minimum, and when it doesn't, it goes, whoopsie-daisy, and then just moves on because that's how we've programmed it. The worst part is right now, at 12 minutes, I already know I'm not talking to half of you. Half of you have already given up. I've already found something else to swipe away to that's much more important, like Donald Trump's indictment or saying sorry of all the people that are currently crying because they're saying sorry about the fact that they basically fucked America by putting this lunatic in charge. Or religious people getting pissed off because, see, but I don't want to keep talking about Trump. Trump's too easy. Fish in the bucket. Everybody's talking about Trump. Gonna talk about the Harry Potter series, how much it looks like it's gonna suck? Or how about we can doom scroll about Star Trek and how it's basically okay now they've gone there. I was so excited. I wasn't excited. I don't get excited. I wasn't excited to see it, but Kurtzman apparently is being ushered away from the Star Trek thing on Paramount, so that now we can have the new version where we're just going to pretend Kurtzman didn't happen. And the first thing they announced was a 3-movie set. Not that they announced what it was supposed to be about or how, but they announced a 3-movie set that they want to do that's supposed to be written ahead of time before they start filming the movies, which sounds good, depending. But at the same time, they're going to announce a new series. What is it? Star Trek Origins. I mean, it's not enough that we already have the original series and then we have the Enterprise, and they want to do a show that's after Enterprise but before Kirk again, called Origins. And how can it be Origins if the Origins is supposed to be Enterprise? Why do we keep going backward? Anyone wonder, like, that maybe that's the big problem with America? Like, we just keep going backward. Like, we figure, okay, you know what? I'll just go backward. Let's just go back over the shit we've already done over and over again because it makes money. Toss card. We are in transition. Death. Natural change. That's why all this is happening, because we're getting prepared for a new world that's coming our way. A new America. You ain't seen nothing yet. America, as you know it, is about to completely change. This has been pointed out in many videos, especially the ones that say we're about to collapse, because, ironically, the thing that actually causes every collapse of every leading world nation before this, the UK, Russia, and Spain, not in that particular order, was that they overspread themselves militarily, stopped producing shit inside their own country, and completely just went crazy owing everybody money, which Donald Trump has basically just taken and accelerated the process to an entirely new and obscene level, especially with his bullshit with Iran and all that crap going on. I don't know if he's the devil, but actually, I already know he can't be the devil because I didn't think the devil would be this fucking mean. You can't have balance. You can't have balance in the universe. The devil He's probably sitting in hell, sitting there going, don't look at me. I didn't do this shit. I don't know where the fuck this motherfucker came from. God and the devil, just, can you imagine? The God and the devil is just sitting there going, God, did you do that? No, I didn't fucking do it. What do you want? What would you... What? You're God. Do something. I can't. I don't know how to fucking get... What do you want me to do? Reading number 2. The cards are upside down. They're all reversed. You're in trouble. No. I don't do reverses anymore. I can't stand negative energy. I can do reversed energy, but I can't do negative energy. I just can't do it. Does that hurt my readings? I don't know. You make up your own mind, especially the people that watch this thing. And if somebody's out there that's actually watching this and have something to say about it, like what you have an opinion of what you think I should be doing with readings, for the love of fucking God, will you tell me? Somebody communicate in some way more than just I would love somebody out there to start talking to me like an actual human being to tell me what the hell it is that you think about what's really going on. Or what's going on with my videos. Or what you think would actually be make you so that you might want to become a client of mine. Anything would be good other than just... Anyway, Nine of Pentacles is a shift in materialism. I'm all saying it's going to be positive. In this case, it could be negative. So it depends on who you are. Probably negative for most, just because maybe that's one of the reasons why you're watching this video, to help you out from this negative position. The Emperor comes in for authority, which is something you've had trouble with because you feel it's authority that's removed you from this. It's caused the negative thing, so it must be negative. It's caused your negative problems. But faith is restored as a result of this reading because 3 of these cards are majors. 4 if you count death. You're going through natural transition, which is just supposed to happen. Judgment comes in to reinforce my point because you're having a rebirth. This is a second chance, a second wind for you as a result of this. And in the end, the 8 of Swords is you getting the hell out of your own way and embracing this change because it's supposed to happen. Don't be afraid about it. Just accept it. Death is tough, I know, but believe me, I know. Because the only thing that's keeping me going is the fact that for the last 4 years I've been trying to make this into a fucking thing. Make this into a profitable business instead of just a stupid hobby. Is the idea that I'm in transition. This whole thing is a transitional state. I'm moving from one aspect of my life into the next. And I hope that's the case. Because I really love doing this work. It's the only thing I've ever done in my life. That's not the only thing, I guess. Because I used to enjoy being a bookkeeper and everything. But it's the thing that has given me the most joy in my life. Let's put it that way. And I hope it leads to other things. Be that as it may. For those of you that actually stuck around this long, thank you very much, by the way. I'm happy. I would sit here and try to do funny shit with the videos and stuff by now. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll just put a bunch of goopy like jokes and shit up there while I'm ranting away here. But I can't with the views being as low as they are. I need a break from sitting here doing the damn 5-card reshuffle because it's a lot of work. I don't know if anybody knows that or cares, but it's a lot of work to sit here and do anywhere between 12 and 24 fucking videos a night, and then sit here and watch the algorithm go and just fucking give me no views at all and nothing. It's tough. I'm not giving up by any measure of the imagination because my progress has been excellent. I just don't understand why all of a sudden like the brakes are getting hit. I'm suspicious. I think that because now I'm approaching 1,000 subscribers, it's almost like I'm being tested to be like, okay, if we're going to pay you, we want to make sure your shit is good. And if that's the case, fine. That's fine. I know what I do is pretty good. Because you people have told me that. You've told me that it's pretty good. I mean, it's not me just sitting there going, I'm awesome. I'm not that kind of guy. I'm great. I'm doing so well. Everything's perfect. I just love this so much. Thank you. Oh, thank you. You love me. You really love me. Nobody out there is going to get it except for old people like me. I'm going to keep ranting because I want to. Got more writings coming. What do you care? Can I put a video out tonight? This is the video I'm putting out. Not good enough? I don't care. I was going to sit here and actually tell you each of the decks that why don't I? Why don't I? Let's see. I can just go through all of my decks. This is one of my oldest. It is the Fantastical Tarot deck. It's way out of print by now. It's one of the first decks that I ever got. That's why I love it and cherish it so much. I need to take better care of my cards. I've always been kind of a slob. I can admit that to you, and it's okay, because I'm a messy person. I always have been. Let's see. This one was given to me by the friend of a friend, the famous Crow deck. I always laugh because I see people have this in their videos when I actually use the Crow deck, and I think of it as mystical because we all have the same deck. It's kind of cool because there's thousands of decks out there. So the fact that any video I watch would have the same deck as me is kind of cool. Speaking of kind of cool, I was watching a new one I saw recently that has better, or not a better, but just a different version of this one. This is my gigantic, fucking hard to shuffle Polish deck with gilded edges. Cost me $60. It's in Polish, but I don't care because I know the images when I look at them, and it's one of my prized possessions actually. But the fucking cards are humongous. If I would have known the goddamn decks, but the cards were this fucking big before I got the thing, I might have thought twice. I wonder it cost $60. I mean, this thing is heavy. Proud to have it, but fucking Jesus. I mean, it's hard to shuffle. For a guy who already is like temporary or partial to fucking carpal tunnel, this thing will murder you. My honey bought me the movie tarot deck, which is one of my favorite things because I love movies. You'll hear me reference movies forever in my fucking videos, whether you like it or not. I think movies as an art form is one of the most important things that we have because I believe that all movies have something important in them. I shouldn't say that. I've seen the Minecraft movie, so I know it's bullshit. Super Mario Brothers movie wasn't good either. So I don't think either one of them have anything important in it. Other than maybe Super Mario Brothers movie just illustrating why AI shouldn't be used for fucking writing. What? AI? Are you sure? Okay, there's a scene in Super Mario Brothers movie that everybody just kind of overlooks. And I do AI art. I do still AI art, where I take the art and I let the AI make the art. What I'd like to do is get to a point where I can paint it, because that would be really sweet. But right now, it's just I have it make the art, and I have to make adjustments, because the thing always screws it up. There's always, like, hands out of place, fingers out of place, whatever. So, but I use it as a base, because if you do it right, my favorite thing to do is to take the thing and put the prompt up there. But instead of putting, like, a specific prompt or a specific idea of what I want, I'll sit there and I'll say shit like, I'll just put a bunch of words. Sphere, cold, ice, woman, young, whatever, and just let the damn thing go crazy, because it's funny that it's most of the time it'll just come up with a bunch of crazy shit you can't imagine, but every once in a while it'll take all that shit and put it together, and you'll get some amazing images. Just things that, it's not about the quality of what you're looking at, it's the imagination, because the shit that it comes up with it just blows my mind, and that's why I do it. Because I don't think I think if there's one thing that's going to help us, the only hope that we have when it comes to AI and its dominance over us, is the fact that art is the one thing that humans have that it won't understand, and is the bridge between the two worlds. Similar to what the concept of the Matrix was, because the idea was that the Oracle was trying to say, in order to get to the future, we got to do it together, because humans and machines have to coexist, whether we like it or not. There's no way one can wipe out the other. That was the point. Nobody wanted it to be the point. Everybody wanted it to be the point that Neo was just going to fly around and fucking kick the computer's ass, and all the humans would take the Earth and that'd be fine. But that's not reality. That's not the way things work. Anyway, speaking of which, it'd be so cool if Neo was right on the top here, because he's the knight of coins in this deck. So my honey got this deck for me. It's wonderful. Here you go. For Faith, the Godfather, I'm going to make you an offer you can't refuse. Well, you've seen me do this if you're watching my videos. Good old Indiana Jones for the King of Wands. Courts are always so tough. They float back and forth with things. I haven't seen Amelie. Queen of Cups is supposed to be Amelie. I haven't seen the movie. I need to go see it. I need to see all the movies. There you go. Good old Bill Murray for Lost in Translation as the King of Cups. Scarface is the Emperor, which screws up my readings most of the time, because I'm absolutely fascinated they chose him to be the Emperor. Because it's like, okay, straight up, he's supposed to be about leadership and, like, authority, and it's like, considering how he ends in the movie, I'm absolutely baffled that they would pick this, because it's like, okay, it's not that he's awesome because that he's not awesome because he is, but the whole say hello to my little friend as they're blowing him fucking away is kind of my problem. It's like, okay, you want him to represent the Emperor? He should represent the upside down Emperor, maybe, but not the fucking straight up one. You get the idea. It's one of my best decks. It's also fucking huge, too. It's because the stock is fantastic. If you look at the stock really close, the cards are really, really thick. And now it's time for another reading, just because I choose to. While I'm sitting here trying to think of other things to say, as I'm bearing my soul to you people, hopefully. I shouldn't say you people. I've never liked you people. It sounds condescending, doesn't it? You people. What the fuck do you people want from me? See? Sounds bad. What do you people want from me? What do you want from me? Shit, you don't even know. Probably scary. How can some guy that's sitting on the other side of the screen tell you a reading for somebody that could be hundreds of miles away, if not thousands of miles away? I have clients in England and Australia. How am I able to tell you if they're alive and shit? I don't know. Because there's invisible wires in the back of my head, and they're telling me what's going on. Because the Matrix is real, and we're all in a simulation, which would make me very happy, because you can't blow up a fucking simulation. So if Trump's going to initiate World War III, and we're all going to be dead in a couple of minutes, it'd be nice to know that the whole thing is just a computer simulation, and we can't actually destroy the Earth or each other. But the Six of Cups comes up to the past, which is what you're living in. You need to let go of the past. It leads to the Queen of Pentacles, which is similar to what was in the last reading, which probably means I should have shuffled the cards more, but whatever. I was supposed to give you this message at this time, so I'm going to. If you are female feminine energy, this is the Queen of Pentacles, you coming into understanding, really, because of the position of the card, being it's the second one. It's not so much you come into prosperity, so much as you come into understanding. And if you are a masculine energy, it's coming into contact with a person who's struggling with the idea of either losing or regaining their position. Then we get to the Eight of Wands for inspiration, which is a result of me giving you this reading. You're welcome. It's awesome. And then we have the Four of Cups for indecision, which is what you have coming into this mess. But now that I'm giving you a leg up when it comes to this sort of thing, so to speak, then now you can get the hell out of it. And in the end, the Eight of Pentacles is growth for leveling up, which is the purpose not only of this reading, but also, I hope, of this fucking video. Pardon my French. I should keep saying pardon my French. I hate the fact that YouTube is going to be like, you can't swear. Dude, I love to swear. I love it. I'm frustrated with life. I'm frustrated with things. Why the hell can't you swear? Swearing, the reason why swearing is so popular with children and shit, they know it sounds good when you say it. But for adults, holy Christ. It's just, it feels good to swear. It just feels good. It feels good to say, you know what? I'm frustrated with this shit. I don't like it. Beep. But anyway. I have 11 decks, but I'm going to go through them very quickly. At least I hope I can while I'm sitting there. I'm not hoping to waste any time. I don't know. Why am I doing all this? Because I want you to believe that I actually can do this and I can help you. And I don't judge anybody. Everybody thinks I judge people. I've had people get on there and tell me that they're criminals, that they've done criminal shit. I firmly, 100% believe, absolutely, without a doubt, without question, that everything happens for a reason. Including Donald Trump. I don't know why he's happening. If I had to guess right now, gun to my head, I'd say he's not the end of democracy. I don't believe that. What is with this one tuft of hair on my fucking head? I don't believe that he's the end of... I'm just going to leave it loose like this. Maybe it'll look better. See? Why is this one thing sticking out? I don't think he's the end of democracy. I think he's the end of capitalism. Because it's one thing that really needs to be shifted in this world. That's how we got into this mess. The whole reason why the straight at home rules is even a fucking thing is because of money. I mean, the whole reason why Trump is doing what he's doing has to do with money. Everything he's ever done in his whole fucking life has to do with money. Why Epstein even had an island had to do with money, amongst other things. But, like, I know money's just a tool, but it poisons people. It does stuff to people's heads. But I don't judge people. Like, I've had lots of clients that I have questionable, I don't agree with their decisions or whatever, but I don't judge anybody. I'm not supposed to. I'm not supposed to judge you. I don't know why you are the way you are. Everybody thinks that the only way that life makes sense when it comes to free will and the rest of it is if somehow everybody has a fair shake and everybody gets a flat place. Everybody starts from zero, and the zero is universal. So everybody has the same exact family with the same exact opportunities in the same exact places in the same exact cultures. From there, if that was the case, you could make the argument that as long as everything proceeds along a certain path, because everybody has the exact same thing and as everything is equal, then you can sit there and say, okay, fine, you are responsible for your actions, you are responsible for what you do. But if you are in a terrible neighborhood, if you have abusive parents, if you watch your parents die, if you suffer from a disease, if you have a genetic disorder, if you have a serious disability, if you have whatever, all these things affect the numbers and affects the chances that you have in order to move up. That's not to say that I'm not saying you should pay for your mistakes. You should. But to say that like there's this blame, that we're going to blame somebody, there's a reason why you are the way you are. And most of it has to do with just shit that's not in your control. It's where I get stuck. That's why I don't judge anybody. You have to be the person you are for a reason. There has to be some reason why you're here right now actually watching this video, especially if you actually managed to stick it out to 29 minutes. Thank you very much. But yeah, there's a reason why we are the way we are, all of us. I want to forgive you. I want to forgive everybody, because one of the things that sucks is that we're also goddamn up each other's asses and shit. I don't believe in free will. That might turn some of you off, but you have to understand. The problem is simple. I want you to pay for your actions, yes. So you have to. Everybody should pay for what they did, because they should make up for any mistakes they made. What is with this one fucking thing of hair? I don't even understand it. But nobody voluntarily chooses to fuck up their own lives. Nobody goes out of their way and says to themselves, you know what, I want to be miserable. I want to make my life as miserable as hell possible. I want my friends and family to suffer. I want to live in a world without love. I want to be unloved. I want my parents to suck. I want to be abused on a regular basis. I want to have people just take advantage of me. No fucking sane human being does this. So, and people make mistakes. You can sit there and have your options set, which is what I call it. It's when you're going to make a decision, you have your options set in front of you. You have your options set, but you didn't choose your options. And the percentages are there, so you have to make up your mind, what is the best outcome? You weigh all the options, look at the past, look at the future, look at all the variables, and you make your best guess. Even with the best option being at 90%, still 10% chance you'll miss. And what if you do? What if in your mind, when you go out to do it, you try to make that decision, there's 90% you're going to make it, and you make the shot, and you miss 10% of the 10%. You hit that 10% where you miss completely. What if you do it more than once? What if you do it over and over and over again? You start to think that like there's something wrong with you because you just keep screwing up and you can't figure out why. I don't blame you. I can't blame you. It doesn't make sense to blame you. There has to be a reason why. And if you're coming to me, I mean, there's the other thing. If you're coming to me, obviously something you want to change. I hope so. Like you want something to be better. You want some help. You want somebody to look at the path, look at your life from the outside and say, dude, every time I turn the fucking key, the car explodes. What the fuck am I supposed to do? Help me out here. And I'm supposed to look at your life and be like, well, and that's the point. I can't do it if I'm judging you. I can't fucking look at your life and be like, well, the first thing you need to do is to let go of Christianity. I mean, what a dumbass. I mean, you believe in Jesus Christ? What the fuck? Are you stupid? Like, that's not going to help anybody. There's a reason why you believe in Jesus Christ. And besides the fact that there's 3,000 goddamn religions in the world, it's like, that's why I don't believe in organized religion. I don't have one. I'm trying to figure shit out. I don't need somebody sitting here explaining to me what actually is for sure in the words of God if they haven't even talked to the fucking guy. It's in this book right here, you see? You just read this book and the book tells you everything. It's like, I have a book for you. You want to know the book? Here's an idea for a church that I want to put together. I don't give you excuse me, the don't be a dick church. Yeah, I'm going to put a church together where the whole thing is you just don't be a dick. And if you are a dick, you go to the church and you explain to everybody why you're a dick. So you get up on the podium, AA style, and you sit there and say, hi, my name's Dick. Hi, Dick. I was a dick this week. Well, how were you a dick this week? You're a dick. Well, you know, I slapped my fucking wife around and shit. I'm a dick. I shouldn't have done that. Because, and I'm not, it's a joke, so I'm not barring the whole, you know, I'm trying to make a case for domestic violence here. That's not the point I was trying to make. I'm not saying it is. That's just silly. It's just that, like, the point is if people get up there and actually explain I'm being a dick, you're forgiving them for being a dick and allowing them to be okay with the fact you made a mistake. That's the purpose. That should be the whole goddamn point of the Bible anyway. If you think every fucking thing in the world's gone wrong, just boil it down to a simple thing. A simple question. With the thing that you're doing right now, are you or are you not being a dick? If you take Trump into occasion, it's just beyond fucking words. I'm going to go bomb Iran out of nowhere because of some blah, 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 blah. It doesn't matter. Are you being a dick? Yes. I'm going to go kill the leader around because of this, that reason, that reason. Are you being a dick? Yes. Am I going to continue the war even though I promised everybody I wasn't going to do it? You're being a dick. Am I going to fucking I'm going to bomb the shit out of them and then afterward I'm going to try to negotiate with them so I can get more oil and have better prices. You're still being a dick. Why don't you just leave them alone? Oh, well, the negotiations didn't work good? Well, now I'm just going to block you straight. See that? Nobody will be able to get through. Then you can kiss my ass. You're being a dick. If you just took everything about it being, I'm going to start a fight with the Pope and I'm going to make an AI picture of myself as I'm Jesus Christ. You're being a dick. Like it's like you just said, the whole thing is just you're being a dick. It's so fucking obvious. You're being a dick. Stop being a dick. I wonder if they're even going to post this video. Are they going to like block it because I swore the whole way through? Pardon my French. I apologize for all the swearing. I'm not monetized yet anyway, so I don't know why anybody would care. But let's just, I don't know if it'll make a difference, will it? I have this idea that I want to do for a video series. I probably can't do it on this channel because I guess it would just confuse the fucking algorithm if all of a sudden I decided to do a series, like a show. I used to do a show with audio only, which I guess now you can make it kind of as sort of a podcast. But the idea was, I used to just rant and make jokes about how shitty the fucking news was and all the things happening in the news. I have a new idea for it now. Before it was called The Insane Rantings of Me, Vessel, because that's what I used to call myself. It's a pen name thing, don't worry about it. But now it would be life. This is life at the end of all things. And try to make fun of the fact and just look at the fact that we're facing so many fucking problems and so many world-ending scenarios that somebody really ought to have a sense of humor about it. If you like the idea, let me know in the comments, assuming you've gotten this far. And for those of you that have, by the way, thank you. Gosh, that's amazing. 36 minutes in and you're still fucking sitting here with me. Okay, next reading. So we're doing it is the Tower for upheaval. I'm fucking up your whole world. I'm changing your whole viewpoint on things. Holy shit, what's with this crazy asshole? It's something like that. New love is coming on the other side of it because even though I'm shattering your whole world, you're actually coming up with some amazing shit before. It makes me sound like being a cocky prick. I'm not. The idea is just that I'm giving you new ideas you haven't thought of before. Six of Pentacles comes from generosity. My ideas will lead you to do more shit because when you go out there with these ideas, things will happen for you that you hadn't seen before just because you haven't seen them before. Queen of Pentacles won't go away. Apparently, she's just going to stick around for every one of these fucking readings today. So if you're feminine energy, it gives you an idea of how to come into things. If you're masculine energy, you meet somebody coming into how things, it probably will let you steer you toward this video. I hope so. Finally, at the end, harmony. If anything else I've done tonight, I hope I'm at least giving you some sort of peace of mind. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe I'm just crazy. Maybe I'm just nuts. Woo. Maybe I'm just losing my mind and I'm not fucking anybody. It would be the typical algorithm thing. I'll be talking to like 6 people out there. But anyway. I should probably go on with SD decks. This one came with, it was a tin set somebody gave me a long time ago. Cards aren't that great. It's the one that goes like this. Very flimsy. I'm amazed it's actually lasted this long. I thought for sure it was going to be gone by now. But a deck's a deck, and I have no reason to throw it away. This one is an Egyptian deck somebody sold me because they didn't need it. They knew I was into this sort of thing. She was a Wiccan that I used to work with at work. Witch. That's why all the things on there have like slave and master and stuff like that. It's not the greatest deck in the world, but it was a gift, and I ain't gonna turn down no gift from nobody. It still functions. What do I care? One of my favorites is this one. This is a Scarabo deck. This guy's art is incredible. Little Scarabo deck. It's one of those ones that has all the translations of all the different names and stuff in all the corners. So you have the two. It shows like Pentacles up here, but then there's like 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different other languages in there, or 5 languages in there. The art's fantastic. I want to get. There's so many decks I want to get just because ever since this last year, I would say year and a half, the imagery starts to speak at me instead of the actual card names. If I had more time, I would just let the images just talk to me by themselves. I wouldn't even give a shit about which cards they are. But since the imagery is starting to talk to me, each deck has its own imagery, and because of that reason, shit, I just want to grab every deck and get my hands on. This is my dragon deck. I picked this up in my college town I was in, back when I was in college, because I love dragons. Is it the best deck in the world? No, but it does have really cool imagery on certain ones, especially like this one, like the sun. It's awesome. It's fantastic. It's tough making dragons into doing stuff, like lovers for dragons. I'm just going to throw that on the floor there. 7 of Wands here, for example. It's supposed to be prophet to victory. Can you see that in this picture? I can't. Good thing I memorized it. I mean, I don't know. So some of it doesn't work so well. But I love it. It's one of my favorite little decks just because of what it means to me. It's one of the decks that got me here. So there you go. Another one of my absolute favorites. I don't even remember the name of this one. The stock is terrible. I used to say all the time, but somehow it's survived all these years. I honestly don't remember the name of the fucking thing, which I guess makes me a bad person. But the art is what got me to it. It's one of the reasons I wanted it so bad. The art is so good. The name will come to me probably later when I'm not thinking about it. Oh, there's only 2 left. Oh, this is my poor beaten up old Rider-Waite deck. I'm probably gonna end up getting another one because one of the cards in here is so screwed up. The 8 got chewed up somehow. Got underneath one of my chairs and got chewed up really bad. I can still shuffle the cards and not pay attention to it enough so I can still do the readings, which is good. But as is the nature with a slob like me, shit gets broken. And finally, the one I just picked up that my honey just bought for me. Fucking fantastic. This one's just so good. This is the one with the 80 cards and 778. Actually, it's the artist in the well in here. And all the cards are gilded. Just amazing. The art is fucking incredible. I just love the art in this deck. It's so good. I forget what the name of it is offhand right now. I'm not even drinking it. I can't remember the name of this shit. But for those of you out there looking for what I don't remember the name of it right. It's just such beautiful art. And that's it so far. 11 decks. Oh, and for those of you out there wondering, I also just got let go from the Psychic Power Network. After arguing back and forth for a really long time, I did a video on here about Seema and the wonderful video she made, the wonderful review she left me that cost me all my clients. Which they refused to take down because apparently negative reviews are supposed to help somehow. I don't know why. So I have all these other positive reviews, and then I have 2 negative reviews, and all of a sudden I can't get any clients, and somehow that's my fault. So I don't work there anymore. It's been eliminated. I've been deleted from the system. So I'm going to figure out a way to get clients the old-fashioned way through this stuff, or try to go work on another network, which I really don't want to do. Because I'm tired of fucking trying to answer to people's bullshit. It's just too much. Why should I answer to other people's bullshit? Why should anybody? Why should you let anybody have power over you? Should anybody let somebody get power over you? Why should anybody want power over you? It's one thing if you're commanding a starship, or directing like a military vessel or something. I understand why that's necessary, but why would you just let an ordinary person, especially like a manager or a supervisor or whatever, get the best of you? Manipulating your life and making you feel like shit because of how incompetent they are and the fact that they don't want to work, so they want to make sure that you shouldn't want to work either. Just one of those weird things in life. Reminds me of when I was in the cage, because I was working, the job I've held for the longest time was 11 years in the fucking casino cage. They took us to see the fish meeting, right? So you got the fish meeting, it had to do with HR showing me this video of this guy who runs a fish market on the wharf. And one day he's down there and it's cold and it's smelly and nobody in the right mind wants to work there. You got to start like 5 o'clock in the morning and shit, or maybe earlier. I don't even know. But his turnover rate is crazy because nobody wants to sling fish all fucking day and be there at the hours in the morning and be freezing themselves to death. Nobody wants to do it. So one day he's there and 2 of his employees, for whatever reason, just start having fun with it. Like they just start having a good time and they start flinging the fish at each other. Not like, catch, but no, it's more like they're juggling. Well, one of them tosses the fish, the other one tosses it back, and they're juggling back and forth. And they're making jokes and laughing the whole way. And the boss is sitting there saying to himself, he's like, oh shit, and he's about to go over and discipline him because he's like, knock it off, get back to work and all that crap. But before he's able to do that, he notices all of a sudden he has an audience. People are coming over to see what these 2 lunatics are doing, just tossing the fish back and forth. And when they do, most of the things that people don't understand is you don't even know the shit is out there. Like, I would love it so that I don't even want to do advertising. I want you to be able to tell other people how awesome I am. And I want to be like Hitch, where the whole thing is just word of mouth. I don't need a fucking advertisement. I just need you to say, oh my God, this fucking guy does amazing readings and he gives a shit about people and he's fucking sweet. And just go to person to person to person. I think maybe my problem maybe is I care too much. I don't know. But that would be fucking sweet. And the thing is, that's what happens. So they come over, they watch the guys flinging the fish, and then they suddenly notice the fish market is even there. And then they say, hey, what the fuck, since I'm standing here, I might as well buy a fish. So they start buying the fish. His fucking numbers go up. He triples in fucking sales. So from that moment on, he says, fuck it, everybody can just have fun. I want you to have fun. I want you to start working. I want you to just have as much fun as you possibly can. And if you're not fun telling me so, you're going to do it. I get done with this goddamn thing with the fun thing, and I got a big smile on my face for this stupid video, and I'm sitting there, I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, I work in a fucking cage in a casino where I can only make, you know, $15 a fucking hour or whatever it was back in the day. And the casino, meanwhile, is making fucking billions while it's behind my back crying all the time about all the cuts they have to make and the firings they have to do and all the bullshit. And they're actually giving me a video in HR telling me that we can have fun. It's great. I'll tell you more in a minute. Let's do this video. Let's do this reading while I'm sitting there thinking about it. Will the Queen come up again? No, not this time. Queen's going to go take a nap because she's been on here too many times. Temperance is for balance, which is imbalance since it's the first card. You're looking for balance is what it comes down to. The Three of Wands is progress, which has been shaky for you lately, which is why you're watching this video. Justice comes for you. That's a gift from the universe to set things straight, which means you're not in as bad shape as you think. The Six of Wands comes after that for victory. As a result of this video, you are welcome. All like one or two of you that actually made it this far. And the Nine of Cups at the end is a granted wish. I hope that one. Actually, I'm not even going to say I hope anymore. I'm just going to go with it. Fuck it. Granted wish for you as a result of staying this long. Listening to me rant on about crazy shit actually has its fundamentals. Who would have guessed? It would be awesome if a video like this took place because I could sit here and talk to you, but just sit here and rant for a fucking hour every single night because nobody else wants to listen to my shit, so what the fuck. But anyway, getting back to the video, so I get done with the fish meeting, I get back there and I'm watching the end of this video and I'm getting excited because I'm a gullible, stupid fuck. And I sit there and I think to myself, hey, they're going to tell me that now I can have fun because I've always been trying to have fun with people anyway. I was always making jokes, trying to make light with people, trying to just make everybody laugh, trying to make everybody happy. I don't like making people miserable. I want people to enjoy their experiences no matter what they're doing because I give a shit. And I don't know why I give a shit, but I do. I actually care about you as human beings. Don't ask me why. I'm not exactly thrilled with it. Which sounds bad, but if you just think about it, the fact I'm doing this 50 years, I've been on this planet, and I'm sitting here with my honey basically covering everything with bills and all the rest of it because I can't get enough clients to actually make this into an actual business in spite of my talent because I either scare everybody away or just nobody's interested. I'm not sure what it is. And so I'm off tangent, but the point is in the video I'm sitting there thinking to myself, hey, oh, it's the caring thing. I do care about people. The only reason I say I don't want to is because it's just now I'm 50 and it's like I'm not getting anything for this. I certainly haven't helped myself very much by helping people. I want to help you very much, but I'm not really getting anywhere. So it's like kind of a wasted talent, if it is a talent, or a wasted curse maybe. But either which way, so I get done with this video, and I'm getting my hopes up because I'm naive, I guess. We're just plain stupid. They give us these fucking boards, and we break us up into groups, and they give us pens, and they say, make a list of the things that will benefit you from having fun at work. The only thing I remember about it was one of the items, I think it was mine, was longevity. If I'm having fun at work, I want to work longer. If I want to work longer, I want to come in and work. I can stay at a job longer because I'm happy. I enjoy myself, whatever. And you know what she comes back with? Well, in this economy, in this world, the way things are, we can't guarantee anybody longevity in their job. For all you know, you could be fired tomorrow. Just the nature of the business. But you still have to come in and give 150%. All I could think to myself was, did this moron actually watch the video? That's why I think the writing was on the wall for me a long time ago, because it's always been like that in every job I've ever had. This is why I want to do this. I want to do this because it's like, this is something I can do for myself. Dream scenario, I'd like somebody to actually do this shit for me. I want somebody out there to do the clerical part. I want somebody to actually do the marketing and the rest of it because I can't stand it. It's from Hereafter. Great fucking movie. Loved it. Is it going to knock you on your ass if you're interested in, like, you know, action films and all the rest of it? No. It's a thinking movie. But it's Matt Damon. It's directed by Clint Eastwood. I wish I could tell you the boy's name, but he was a little boy. I don't have his name. I wish I could tell you the woman's name. She's a French actor. I don't have her name either. I apologize for that. No disrespect. I just don't have the name in my head. Couldn't tell you what else she's in either because she was a French actor. But the point is 3 different stories tied together. Matt Damon is a guy who can see the hereafter. It's his gift. Kind of like me. You can actually be a medium. You can see the dead and talk to them. You can see them. But he's sick of it because all his life is about death. But in the movie, he has the coolest setup because his brother, played by, I'm not going to get his name. I'm not going to get his name. He deserves respect too, but I'm not going to get his name. He's underrated. Jay Moore, I think his name is. I think that's right. All he does is set him up. Okay, Jay Moore does the website. Here's the thing, whatever. He sets him up and just says here, and just puts him there. You can have X amount of clients. He does his clients, and the brother takes care of everything. And that might sound bad, but I don't even care about the split. I would love somebody to just take care of the shit that I can't stand. Like I don't know how to market myself. I don't know how to become a commercial. I don't know how to fucking sit here and be like, today you can have love. Love, even though it's not love, it's faith, but still, you can have love. If you just try really hard today, for 2 times only, you can try 77.95. Try right now, everything's gonna be great. I'm here, I'm gonna and just do that crazy shit. I just don't have what it takes. I just don't. I'd rather just sit here and be like, hey, you want me to tell you about your love life? Let's negotiate. So, getting back to the movie. That's what I want. I want somebody to just do the shit that I can't stand and just let me do the work, because that's all I want to do. I just want to do the work. And I realized for the first time ever in my life, by the way, that was exactly what I wanted. I want a partnership with somebody I can trust, or maybe with other people or whatever, but just people that can just take care of the shit I can't stand, so I can just do the work, like just do the readings, just work with people and care about people. Because it is hard to sit here and like look into your life and really, it's exhausting to sit here and like really try to think your life through and care about it, but I don't mind doing it. I actually love doing it. Anyway, if you want to know more about the movie, Matt Damon can see the world of the dead. The woman suffers from a near-death experience. She actually had a near-death experience when a tidal wave comes in when she's on vacation and wipes out the area and kills her, essentially. But she comes back because she has a near-death experience. She sees the hereafter. She's in the hereafter. And then they bring her back, which changes her whole fucking life. And the boy has like a twin. Okay, they're twins. There's 2 of them. And there's an accident. One of them, there's a bunch of bullies grab a hold of one of them and move him into the street, and he gets killed. And the boy has to try to live with it, and he's desperate. Like, he just keeps coming and trying to find a way to make things right by reaching out to Matt Damon, doing everything he can to reach Matt Damon so he can have this thing done. And I'm not going to spoil any more of the movie for you, but the point is that the whole thing links together. The 3 people find each other in the course of the movie, and it brings up all these wonderful questions about life and death and just existence and all the rest of it. And it's a fantastic movie, but it's not like, it's not going to knock you on your ass. It's not The Godfather. It's not. It's just, it's really cerebral. It just makes you think a lot, makes you wonder. And of course, it's based on real shit. Not actual stories. I mean, per se, as far as I know, but maybe it is. I don't know. I never looked into it, but it's real stories with these people. Really do this and have explained it, which is it's what it's based on. So the whole thing is actually based on actual real. Clinton, of course, did his work. Clint Eastwood, one of the greatest fucking filmmakers of all time. Of course, he totally did his work, and that's why I dearly love it. It's a fantastic film. What they used to call a sleeper, I suppose. One of the movies that doesn't really move along that quickly, but has a lot to say if you just sit and pay attention to it. So. Oh, passing 53 minutes here. I'm almost done with my hour. I just decided to do this for an hour. Why, I don't know. I guess I can finish this with a reading, I guess. Does anybody guys watch this thing? Hope so. I'm bearing my soul to you. Will it work? Does my soul look pretty? I don't get a chance to look at my soul. Unbelievable. Look at this shit. You believe that? Queen of Pentacles again. Last reading, she decided, it's like this whole time has been a performance. She's been sitting there singing this whole time, and this is like her last number, right? Just before we go home. It's the encore number. She's decided she's going to come back for one last song to give it to you before we go home, before it's the end of the day. So we start with that Queen of Pentacles, and I'm going to let you fill in the damn blanks now, because like I said, ta-da, she's back, one more time. She's going to come out here and sing Ants Marching one last time, even though Dave Matthews is my favorite band, so I'm just, whatever. But you get the idea. The idea, I'm crocheting, Queen of Pentacles. Let me look at it. thankfulness. You're thankful. If you're feminine energy, you're thankful for the gift that you've been given. And if you're masculine energy, you meet somebody who's thankful for it because you're going to be given this by somebody that's in the Queen of Pentacles. This is fascinating. Five of Swords is a mistake that you made or a crime that you did or some error you've made in perception. Maybe if I want to get all weird about it, I'll say it's like you thought one thing about me or something like that. Maybe you thought different now because you're actually stuck this long and watched this video. Who knows? Page of Pentacles is a plan you're making because you changed your outlook, so now you're changing your plan. It doesn't have to be about me. It could just be about a mistake you made. The Ace of Cups comes for new love, a new approach, a new view, a new outlook, a new perspective. And ultimately, you walk away with harmony. So there you go. I never thought I'd enjoy YouTube. I suppose I should have since I was doing this before anyway. I did this before my honey and I, my ex, I should say, the mother of my child. There's a long story there. Yeah. Anyway, so before we had our child, when I was working in the cage, I would work swing because I'm a night owl. I'm recording this goddamn thing at 3:45 to 4 in the morning in Las Vegas because I can't figure out a way to get to bed anytime earlier because I just want to be up at night. The happiest time is to be up at night. This is my favorite time of day. For me, this is day. Nighttime. Black sky. Stars. Thunderstorm would be great. My honey and I would work. She worked at a casino too, but she was in the back office. So it was, keep calling her my honey as if I'm remember. Back then she was my honey. Back then everything was good. I loved her very much. She was the non-gaming supervisor at Samstown, and it was a salary job. Actually, I'm not sure. No, she had it right in the beginning. And I was working at the casino. She had to work mornings. I worked evenings. We had one day together, Mondays. And so I came up with the idea that I wanted to do something with all that time that I had to myself, where I left her videos. I made videos for her. I made recordings of my videos. They were supposed to make her laugh. First, it was just goofy shit that I did to, you know, say I love you and all the rest of it. But as time went on, I just started doing it more and more and just enjoyed it because I was just having fun looking at, just commenting on fucking trailers and reading articles and shit. This is back when the internet wasn't as crazy as it is now. Podcasts weren't even a thing yet. And it just evolved from that. I just started doing it more and more and more and really, really liked it. So I don't know why it should be a surprise to me that I'm sitting here enjoying myself doing this, talking to you right now. Because I am. Whether any of you are watching is another thing entirely, but I don't know. I'm winging it. I've winged it my whole fucking life. For 11 years, I worked in the casino cage. It's the best career I've ever had. It was taken from me because I took a $2 tip and said to the woman that had given me the $2 tip, the birthday that was on the $2 bill was 1976, and I needed a break. She told me that she wanted me to keep it as a piece of paper. And I called surveillance, and I even asked them, are they going to care if I put this thing in my wallet and just treat it as a thing? It was the element of my doom. Because, and the worst part is I actually paid for it, too, because I came down and actually, when everybody was making such a stink about that $2, I actually took the another $2, two singles out of my pocket, and just paid for it. The company lost nothing. $0. But that didn't stop them from sending me to HR, suspending me, and firing me because I had broken protocol after 11 goddamn years working at the job. So, I mean, the level of disenchantment that I have with the world and with life, and especially with work, is off the chain because I just can't eat the bullshit anymore. And I have sympathy for the young people out there. For you, if you're a person out there right now, you're 23 years old, and you're sick of listening to adults constantly bitching about the fact that you don't want to work, or you don't know what it's like to work, you don't want to work hard, or all the rest of it. They're full of shit. You're facing a life I can't even imagine, because the thing that got us through it was the fact they lied to us. They said, if you just work really hard and get A+ and all the rest of it, you're going to get everything you ever wanted. You're going to get a house and a car, and fucking everything's going to work out. You're just going to be wonderful. It's going to be great. All the while middle class was slowly being destroyed behind our backs and was never going to fucking ever come to us anyway. But by the time we got here, it's far too late. And for you, there is no bullshit. They're basically just telling you to go work, and they're telling you nothing. Go work. Go work. Fuck whether or not you have an apartment or not. Fuck whether or not you got to have 3 jobs. Fuck whether or not you got to live with your mother till you're 30. Doesn't matter. Just go work. We're not promising you anything. We're not promising you a car. We're not promising you shit. Go work. Because we need more money. We're not rich enough. Walmart needs more for some reason. Jeffrey Bezos doesn't have a big enough rocket you can fly into space. So I have nothing but sympathy for you. I don't believe it's the fact that you've been given the short stick. You've been screwed. And now everybody's bitching at you because they can't figure out how to just realize the truth about how screwed everything is. But I have sympathy for you. I have sympathy for everybody. I don't want to judge anybody. I even have sympathy for Donald Trump to some degree, only because I think in order to believe that everything happens for a reason, I have to believe he exists for a reason. He is the natural result of a society that has banked itself on capitalism. He is the ultimate example of the worst thing that can happen with the worst possible person that only cares about capitalism. It's just a perfect example of it. That's why I think that's what's going to end. I think capitalism itself is going to go down the tubes because it's a system we need to get rid of. Competition brought us to this point where we were supposed to be thriving, but somewhere along the line, we forgot that, like, at some point, or didn't pay attention to, or maybe just because of the nature of greed, I'm not really sure, that evolution and time would change the way we look at things. I don't believe that we should be doing competition anymore. I think now we should be doing cooperation. Everybody should be cooperating. There's too many things that we're facing right now, AI, global warming, you name it, that have a potential to destroy life on this planet on a level we've never seen before. It's time to put the dicks away. It's time to stop fucking wagging at each other and trying to yell at each other and start useless wars that just do devastating amounts of damage that doesn't serve anybody purpose other than just proving which one of us has a bigger genitalia. It's time for us to stop doing this shit and start working together to make our future better as humanity. Because humanity should be what matters, not this group of humans versus that group of humans, whatever. And since we're not learning that lesson, it almost certainly means that at some point, some disaster is going to happen to teach us that lesson. And that's why I think that Donald Trump, even though I hate the son of a bitch, I think he is in there for a reason. This is happening for a reason. I'm trying to end this here, but take Oppenheimer. In Oppenheimer, I learned something I never thought of before, because for a long time I've been struggling with Hitler. What in the world could Hitler be? Like, what would be the purpose of Hitler? Why would anybody want to make such a thing? Why would anybody do such a thing? But in Oppenheimer, it came to me. And it's not a great example, but it is a reason, and it does add some texture to the argument. It was when he said in Oppenheimer that the Germans were 18 months ahead of us in creating a bomb. That they were 18 months ahead of us in developing an atomic weapon. The reason why they didn't do it is because of their hatred of the Jews. Something else that came to me in Hidden Figures is like, why didn't we beat the Russians into space? It's like because we were too busy occupying ourselves with racism. If you watch the movie Hidden Figures, you'll know what I'm talking about, because one of they focus on 3 of the women that are in there, 3 black women, African American women, whatever. I'm not gonna, forgive me if I offend you. I'm not trying to offend anybody. It's significant to the story, not significant to perspective. I'm not getting all weird about this. But it was back in the time, it was like, you know, they had to have separate bathrooms, they had to have separate this, separate that, and all the rest of it. And it's like, if you're depending on one of them to be their computer, because back then that's what they had for computers, just really, really smart mathematicians. Because you're so busy screwing everybody over with this bullshit and slowing everybody down, wasting your resources on that, the Russians didn't have it. So it's like, if the Russians didn't have it, of course they sailed right past us. That's my point. Oppenheimer's the same thing. How did we get past Hitler, even though they had an 18-month jump? Because Hitler wasn't interested in, Hitler was interested in executing Jews and we weren't. Made up all the difference. He even said in the movie, his anti-Semitism was what's going to get him, so it's going to slow him down. It's the only chance we got. So there is a purpose behind it. If you look at the globe, if you look at the whole world, I'm not saying it's a good thing, and I'm not even trying to defend anybody's actions. I'm just saying there is a reason why shit happens. It sucks, but primary reason is because we refuse to learn these lessons as a global people instead of this version of people and that version of people and this other version of people and all that bullshit. It doesn't make any difference. Okay, that's enough, I think. I'm done. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you've watched it all the way through. I'll be amazed if you did. If you have any comments, I'd love to hear them. I'd love a conversation. I'd love to have any kind of a conversation, no matter what it is. I'm a very civil person. I do care about people. I'd love for somebody for this to actually give me more clients or something. Who knows what this will do? Why did I do it? I don't know. Maybe I'm insane. Maybe it won't mean anything. Who can say? Time will tell. But I thank you for watching this video. If you like it, please like and subscribe to my channel. And let me see, what are my usuals here? May the universe guide you to prosperity and happiness. Even though sometimes it can't. Although lately it's been on a fucking spree with that. If you've been watching my videos, it seems to be going a little crazy with that lately. The past, your past, remember that your past is not determining your future. I keep saying it because it's true and it's something everybody should learn, because your past does not determine the future. I mean, you can try 1,000 times and miss and still hit it once, and then once is the only thing that's going to matter. And that's proud to be seeing you. I'd love somebody in the comments to tell me that. Is this work, the whole be seeing you thing? I picked it up from The Prisoner. It's one of the greatest fucking shows I've ever seen. It's wonderful. Patrick McGowan's The Prisoner. It's just one of the coolest, one of my favorite things in the world. If you haven't seen it, you should totally see it. There's 100 different ways you can see it now. It's been on Prime. It's been on Tubi. It's been on a bunch of shit. You should absolutely go and see the 7 of McGowan's episodes. Look that up first. The McGowan list of the 7 episodes you should watch before you watch all 17. Because the extra 10 was just stuff that they made him do. And if you watch 17 the way they have it in order, when you watch the last episode, you're going to be like, what the hell was that? But if you watch McGowan's 7 in the order that he intended, the 7th episode will make sense. The last episode will make sense. It's still a little out there, but you'll get it. You'll get the point. And I love it so much that I just picked it up. Somebody a long time ago, Chris Stuckman said, I think, the great YouTube critic. Hey man, if you're out there, if you're watching this, I think it was him. Maybe I'm wrong, but the idea was at the end of it, he said that's why he says you can click right here and get Stuckmanized, because he had this thing where he said that you should always have something like that at the end, and the only thing I could think of was be seeing you, which was supposed to be a double play on words, which is why in the beginning I was doing it like here. It's my third eye. It will be seeing you. Get it? Ha! And I love The Prisoner, so I was just working the whole thing together. Is it stupid? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. You tell me. I liked it. I thought it was pretty cool. Does it matter? I don't know. Somebody out there tell me something. So anyway, I'm going to do it for now just because I really like it. Because it's the truth. I will be seeing you, whether you like it or not. So, I'm not going to do anything about it. I'll be seeing you. So there you go. I don't know. Have a nice day. Thank you for watching, especially if you made it all the way through. You are amazing. Thank you very much. And actually, anybody out there, the 920, what am I up to? 925, 935, whatever it is. I'm sorry, I don't know the number right now. It's late. But thank you. God damn it. Thank you for being 900 plus subscribers. You guys are amazing. Because I've been able to pick up this many subscribers. Apparently, it's really fast. In 6 months, I've been able to pick up this many subscribers. And I guess that's a good thing. It's because no number. I don't know. I'm an old guy that used to play with freaking Commodore PET computers and thought it was exciting, for Christ's sake. Got his first computer was a Commodore 64, so it doesn't take much to amaze me anymore. The old man over here is really love this new technology stuff. It's cool. Ah. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. Have a great day. I will be seeing you. Here, we're going to do the clicky thing. Didn't work. Still didn't work.